Hey nerds and nerdettes, it's Rick here again, and I'm back with another review. Sorry, it's been a couple of days. This weather has been taking it out of me, so I've been laying low a little bit, but I am back with another review. Going to be taking a look at the MAFEX, however you want to say it, Batman v Superman, Armored Batman. Before I take a look at the figure, as usual, let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. Get this guy out of the way here. Okay, so again, standard MAFEX style, MAFEX, again, however you say it, style packaging. Just window style box. Got a picture of Batman here on the front, Armored Batman action figure, Medicom toys, DC collectibles, yada yada yada. MAFEX Armored Batman here on the side. This tells us this is number 23 in the MAFEX series. More pictures on the back here. Another picture on the side. And pretty standard style packaging. Okay, so let me just say, I really like this figure, but there are things that I don't like about it. And I'll be doing a lot of comparisons with the only other Armored Batman that I have currently, which is the Mezco version. And then I'll tell you, which one I like better after it's all said and done. Let's cover articulation here. He does come with a ball-jointed head. Now, a lot of the articulation here on the figure is going to be hindered due to the sculpt. The armored pieces kind of getting in the way and whatnot. But anyways, so he does come with a ball-jointed head. There are ball-jointed shoulders. Sorry, I'm not going to move him around too much because I kind of got him in a pose that took me a while to get him in this pose, and I'm really happy with it, so I'm not going to move him around too much. But if you really are curious on the articulation and what it looks like moving, just go look at my regular Batman MAFEX review, and it's going to be the same articulation. So anyways, again, ball-jointed head, ball-jointed shoulders. There is a bicep swivel. They have double-hinged elbows. There is a ball hinge here in the wrist. There is a ball joint in the upper torso, as well as the lower around the waist area. Ball jointed hips with a upper thigh swivel, double hinged knee, and it's again these are the double barbell style hips that you can kind of pop in and out. Double knee, and then there is this weird ball joint on the ankle and then toe articulation. Now the ball joint on the ankle, that is one thing, one of the things that I dislike about this figure. Aesthetically, just from an aesthetic point, it's just very jarring. I don't like this style of articulation on the ankle. It kind of just takes away from the sculpt, which overall the sculpt is fantastic. I really do like the sculpt. Paint applications on this guy are astounding. I really like. There's almost a it's silver like the armor, and you can see all the nicks and dents and scratches and everything in the armor, but it's almost got this, and it's kind of hard to pick up on camera, but it's almost got like this golden hue to it as well that really sets it apart from the other armored Batmans that have been released, at least thus far. Obviously we'll do a comparison when the DC collectibles version comes out next. I think it's not next week, not the 14th, but the 21st is when it's due out finally. So hooray. But a lot of different, textures here on the suit, differentiations of color, on the inner suit, obviously, because it's just armor over top the regular suit. So you've got, the darker grays for the suit, and then you've got the silverish with the golden tint to the armor. Then you got obviously the gold gauntlets, gold, gauntlet blades here and on the shins, as well as the belt. Just a lot of different colors, a lot of different paint applications, and they're all perfectly clean. MAFEX does fantastic work. They really do well. Facial likeness, obviously the sculpting on the armor is fantastic. The sculpting on the face, I'm not really getting Ben Affleck vibe, but it's kind of hard to get a perfect likeness when all you're getting is lip and partial chin. And yet somehow Mezco was able to do it. That is absolutely Ben Affleck's face underneath there. I absolutely, as far as aesthetics go, I do like I don't know, I kind of like the conformity of the suit. I like how it looks more I guess, tight on his body. I do really like that it looks more, or I should say, I like that it looks less bulky than the Mezco version. Now, obviously, this looks a little bit bulkier because of, you've got the undersuit, which is actually cloth, so that's going to make it stick out a little bit. But I do like how this looks a little bit more clung to his body on the MAFEX version. And actually, now that I'm looking at it in the light, I didn't realize that the Mezco version also kind of has like a goldish hue to it when you hit it in certain light. I also really like the fact that this uses, obviously I like the cloth clothing, but I also like that this uses the die cast parts, like on the chest piece and whatnot. I really like that touch. Obviously it's armor. It needs to feel like armor. So let's see. Pluses thus far are, I do like the articulation scheme a little bit more on the MAFEX version. I do think that the paint applications are I guess a little bit better. Obviously, you're not going to have as much paint application with the Mezco version due to the cloth, but I do like the paint applications, especially on the face. There's actual stubble, which Ben Affleck had in the movie. Here he's pretty clean shaven. I think the likeness is better on the Mezco version. I do like the cloth better on the Mezco version. Speaking of the cloth, the cape. I don't know what the hell is going on here and why MAFEX just didn't use the same style of material that they used on the regular Batman, but this almost has a denim appearance to it. There's a hair on this. Let me get this guy off. That's going to bother me the entire interview or review. It's got like a denim appearance, and on the underside it's very, very noticeable, and it's frayed, and I'm not really a fan of the cape. I don't know what the hell happened there. Again, I don't know why they didn't just use the same style of material that they used on the regular Batman, but whatever. I guess they had a reason for it. Obviously, the articulation is going to be a little bit better on the MAFEX version. Again, go ahead and look at my review on the regular Batman if you want to see that in action there. Our accessories are going to be way, way better on the Mezco version. He comes with, obviously, his rifle here. He comes with a couple grenades. He comes with a grapnel hook. He comes with a base. He comes with the kryptonite spear. This gun is from the regular Batman, and all that the MAFEX version comes with is... Oh, shoot. Well, I stored them away already. All he comes with are 2 pairs of gripping hands, 2 fists, and then a couple of open hands, which the gripping hand didn't even have a trigger finger for the gun, so I had to slice the one finger loose, the index finger. I had to slice it loose so it would fit, the gun would fit properly. And then he also comes with the heavy-duty grapple hook. And that is it. Not much in the way of accessories. So Mezco's got him beat there. So yeah, minuses for the MAFEX figure. I don't really care for the cape. Very light on accessories, and some of the joints are fairly ugly, like around the ankles. But the bonuses are, I love the paint application. I love the conformity of the suit, how it is a little bit more form-fitting in appearance, and yeah, just loving the paint applications. They're a little bit more detailed, I think, on the MAFEX version. As opposed to Mezco, I love the die-cast parts. I love the cloth clothing. The cape is obviously better, more accessories, and the likeness on the Ben Affleck facial sculpt is a lot better. Another thing that the Mezco version has over the MAFEX version, obviously, are the light-up eyes. So that is a bonus over the MAFEX version. But I know it sounds like I'm kind of dogging on the MAFEX version. However, don't get me wrong, I'm very happy to have it in my collection. It is an outstanding figure. There are a few aesthetic choices that I would have preferred they'd done a little differently if they would have used the same cape as the regular Batman and would have gotten rid of those ugly ankle joints, the ankle ball joints, and maybe worked on the facial features a little bit differently, a little bit better. Then I think obviously this would have sent it over the edge, and I would have had to have chosen the MAFEX version over the Mezco version. But as it stands, right now, at least until I get DC Collectible in hand, Mezco is the winner still. Still a beautiful version, and it is a little mini hot toy. But And that is at least until we get the DC collectible version. So who knows? Maybe that'll take over. But all right, guys. So that was a look at the MAFEX armored Batman in their Batman v Superman line. Be on the lookout for. I've got a couple other reviews coming up soon. I'm going to be taking a look at quite a few of the Batman animated series figures in the DC collectible line. I'll be taking a look at Talia, Bullock, the Ventriloquist, New Adventures of Batman Joker, as well as Christmas Joker, and hopefully I'll be taking a look at the Batwing and Clayface sometime next week. And I'll also be taking a look at the 112 Collective regular suit Batman. That has finally been released, and I also think Superman's going to be coming out soon, so hopefully we'll be doing a review of that. So be on the lookout for that, you guys, and as always, if you like what you see here, please subscribe. You guys have yourself a wonderful day. We'll talk to you later.